Belt line's good here, belt line's good here. You got instructions in the back. Protect yourselves at all times. Listen to my commands. Touch them up.
Good luck,
Back to
buddy.
corner.
Thank you.
Let's take a look at the Tecate tail of the tape for tonight's main event. The age will favor Jesus Soto Caras, or actually he's just 10 years older than Nico Macias, who's got a 1-inch reach advantage. And here are the huge differences. In terms of total rounds, Soto Caras has fought 267 more rounds, and Nico Macias throws 48 more punches per round compared to Jesus Soto Caras. And Caras throws a bunch of punches, so that's saying something. All right, the excitement is building here inside the Fantasy Springs Resort and Casino. And here comes Nico Macias, says, welcome to your last fight as a pro, Jesus Soto Caras. And this is going to be a phone booth battle. This is all you need to know. We need one camera, just that camera. Stay on that. And I know we have a director who's going to do the work, but man, these guys are going at it right from the get-go, Beto.
Yeah, we also leave only one microphone, Bernie. You do everything. I'm not going to have a chance to get anything in.
This is phone booth boxing right here.
That's the voice of Tito Ortiz, who joins us here early on in this fight. Now, Nico's not known for his big one-punch power, but he overwhelms opponents. What do you do when you got a guy on you like this, Tito?
Well, you got to try to push the pressure back. Try to get his back, off the fence, or excuse me, off the ring in this situation. But when a guy presses you this much, you got to push it distance by pushing the jab out or pushing and circle to the right or left. That's backing straight up.
I mean, we know that Soto Caras, Beto, doesn't really have a lot of footwork, especially at this late age of his career, 37 years old, 47 fights, but I mean, Nico is on him.
He has a tremendous energy, he has tremendous stamina, and he will throw and throw and throw. But the thing is, Nico throws a lot, but he doesn't throw power punches. So if Soto Caras can get through the first couple of rounds and then start boxing, that's going to be the difference. But that's a big hit. We got to get through that.
Let him go. Work out that, guys.
A lot of this helps out right here where he's able to underhook and circle out and try to get his back off the ring, because it's really, really important. I keep wanting to say fence. I'm so used to fighting in the cage, but on the ring in this situation, you got to get your back off the ring. It's really, really important.
Yeah, the ropes are not the friends of Jesus Soto Caras, and when you got somebody smothering you like that, I mean, I know for you, you're on the mat and whatnot, but as a boxer, it's just got to be frustrating. Already, he's thrown almost 100 punches in this first round. Soto Caras with 71. Ridiculous numbers to start this fight as we hear the crowd.
A lot of it's numbers, but not really power punches. I mean, it's just really touching. I mean, it is peppering them, of course, but I mean, this is better for the later rounds. But as the rounds start going on, you can see him going for the body and hitting for the body. Later on rounds like this, it'll actually make damage, so Carano will actually make a difference. But he got to get himself off the ropes. That's really, really important.
Soto Caras was able to land a couple of shots here on the man in front of him, Nico Macias, the Rooster. Look at the red face of Soto Caras. I've never seen that.
Not this early, and then also Soto can't even extend his hands at all. There's some blood, I think, from Soto.
I mean, it's a straight stubbornness of just letting his back just hang against the fence or hang against the ropes and letting him punch on him.
All right, the first round, as expected, as advertised. Keep tallying those punches, because these guys are going toe to toe.
Good luck with that. Keep tallying? Yeah, right.
I'm glad I'm not the copy box folks tonight.
Wow.
Con Golden Boy es una familia de peleadores. Cuando nosotros tenemos una meta, la cumplimos. Para ser campeón se necesita disciplina, fuerza de voluntad, sacrificios y talento. Los límites no existen en el boxeo.
We're gonna see who's gonna be worthy to hoist that contender belt.
The epic journey of 16 fighters.
Somebody has to lose.
Ends here.
This is a new start to a better life. I'm always going to be the son of a legend, but I have to become my own man.
Adams versus Mosley Jr. Only one can be the contender. Live finale. Only on Epix.
Back inside the Fantasy Springs Resort and Casino. Round one, a total of 366 punches thrown in the first round. Almost 200 for Macias, who broke the record in round 5 of his last fight, throwing 219. And he just broke another record with that round. In only 6 rounds, he threw 1,007 punches. Last time out, he landed 87 against Jesus Soto Karass. The blood on the head of Jesus Soto Karass. And you know what? Why go anywhere else? Just stay in that blue corner. I mean, I've never seen 2 guys just stay in one spot for over 3 minutes.
See, that's what Soto needs to do. Move away, hold him, grab him, make it dirty. Like, así pelean los gallos in Durango, right? So they get after it. This is really just 2 guys that are going to be on top of each other, but Soto needs the box. I know it's harder.
You can circle out the ropes, 100%.
Get out of there, right?
Now there's a cut on the right eye of Nico Macias.
Headbutt cut here.
Got a headbutt cut on the right eye.
Accidental head cut, Tom Taylor is saying.
I mean, this is not the way that Macias envisioned this fight going with all that blood.
Look, he's just pushing him back.
Yep. Just keeping him right in the corner, just throwing combinations. I mean, he's throwing 1, 2, 3 pepper punches. And Macias actually able to come back and throw to the body, hooking. But to be a boxer, I think he'd have to get his back off the ropes. It's super important in this situation.
Oh, big right hand from Nico Macias. And once again, just circles under the guard of Jesus Soto Karass, looking to smother him. There's a nice body shot from Nico Macias. Does 14 miles of road work. I mean, this guy could run a marathon, no problem.
He ran yesterday before the weigh-in. 30 minutes just to get done. They have to take away his shoes, Tito.
How old is he?
He's 27, but he's just crazy.
Beast.
He's from Tehachapi, which is like kind of by Bakersfield.
Yes,
he lives in the mountains. Like, they told the story that he killed a bobcat last year. he like that.
It went after one of his roosters. He said, man, I'm the rooster.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're not going to tell stories today because he's just going to be throwing punches like this over and over and over.
I mean, the question here is how much longer can Jesus Soto Karass keep this work rate up as well? I mean, he's also a 37-year-old fighter, and this is supposed to be his last fight, Tito. But when you look at that, I mean, this guy's not letting him breathe.
Not letting him breathe, but, you know, I mean, he actually has a huge heart of actually pushing the pace back towards him, not really just absorbing all the punches and able to fire back. And a lot of those punches have a lot of power on them. So they are peppering, they are cutting him up a little bit, but he's willing to throw back like that right there.
That move around, that right there, the boxing, that's what Soto Karass should be doing.
The head movement of what counts, that makes the difference. I mean, that changed from boxing from MMA, where you're able to push the position in MMA and get the takedown. And this is strictly boxing. But he's making a phone box here by pushing him at the back of the ropes and making it happen.
So the end of round number 2, while the crew tries to tally up all those numbers.
Good luck.
Get back to you how that went. The mathematicians doing their thing. We need to hire somebody from MIT, but will we see that kind of action November 24th
100%.
when you go against Chuck Liddell?
100%. I'm in some shape. I've been going for 17 weeks now. I got one more harder week next week, and then it's time to cut the weight and get ready for it. But on November 24th, I guarantee you're going to get a war like this.
Thank you for joining us, Tito Ortiz, the Huntington Beach Bad Boy, pay-per-view, the 24th of November.
Wait, that's not way too big.
November 24th, the battle lines are drawn.
2 of the most celebrated fighters in the history of combat sports.
Chuck the Iceman Liddell.
Nothing left to prove. I just don't like him.
The Huntington Beach Bad Boy, Tito Ortiz.
I get redemption and get to knock this guy's mohawk off.
This is War. Liddell versus Ortiz 3. War's End. Streaming live on Ring TV, November 24th.
Stay right here. Stay right here. Third round.
All right, I don't need to tell you much other than what you're seeing on the graphic there. Already close to 700 punches thrown in the corner. Nico's father, Al Macias, who is his trainer, said, come on, son, go get your second win. Man, it's the 3rd round. What do you mean second win?
Second win? I mean, Soto Karass right now, in PE and junior high, they tell you have to go do a lap and you have to go as fast as you can. And Soto Karass like, come on, man, what do you make me doing? His lungs have to be burning right now. But for Nico, if you're watching him for the first time, this is what he does. He does not stop. He smothers you. He annoys you. He just takes it away from you. And Soto's white trunks are red now in the 3rd.
I mean, we talked about him throwing 1,007 power punches in only 6 rounds, second most all time. I mean, he's on pace to do that and more this evening if Soto Karass can keep up the pace. The crowd is just as fervent as Nico is about throwing punches.
So the story with Nico Macias, he used to fight here at Fantasy Springs when he was first turning pro. He was always the first fight, and he would bring a couple people with him. And next thing you know, he was stealing the show. He would get done with this fight, and fans were like, who is this kid? He's running around and fighting and just high-fiving everybody. He would go afterwards and have ice cream inside the casino, and he's like taking pictures with everybody. He is like the nicest kid. But look, his boxing isn't there. It's raw. It's overpowering because he's going to come and just throw a lot of punches. Right now, Soto Karass, if he can just get through these first few rounds and then start boxing him, that's what we're going to see. Nico Macias would just come at you, would throw the punches and bunches. He's a hurricane. He's at it. But can he box? That's the question, because he doesn't have the power. He, like, overwhelms you.
Yeah, but nobody's made him work. That's the problem, is nobody's been able to withstand the early onslaught, and Jesus Soto Karass is having the same trouble everybody else has had. Oh, big right hand there from Soto Karass. And Nico Macias said, look, man, I came in here and I know I got to work on my defense, but my offense is my best defense so far. I'm getting tired just watching these guys.
Man, I'm looking at the CompuBox. The numbers keep going. It's like the spinner. It just looks like it's broken.
Soto Karass had some success, and the good news is they moved from the blue corner to the other neutral corner, so at least they're not getting one part of the ring mat all bloodied up.
That's good for the camera guys. We want to make them work too.
Man, this is fun, and the fans are enjoying it.
We are bold.
The king has gone crazy, making 10 nuggets just $1. Crazy, right? Crazy crispy, crazy juicy. 10 nuggets made of crazy delicious white meat for just $1. Now that's a crazy deal. Enjoy 10 golden nuggets for just $1, only at Burger King.
Nico Macias keeps rewriting records here in terms of punches thrown and landed. In his last fight against Marvin Cabrera, he broke several records, and already tonight he's broken 2 records for most punches landed in one round, and they both combined for the most thrown in a single round. So Soto Karass says, you want to play that game? All right, come at me, kid. And they're back to where this all started, that blue corner.
Soto needs to get out of the corners. Look, Soto needs to just make it ugly. Like the gyms that he's been at, what he's seen in Sinaloa, where he's been, where he's traveled, a fight against Andre Berto, what he's done with, just use that experience to push this kid back. Box him. I know it's easier said than done. I mean, everybody has a plan, right? But it's if he can get through it and somehow make this into a boxing match, Soto has the advantage.
Nice right hand there from Jesus Soto Karass. Probably the most he was able to extend, a 3/4 punch, because Nico, you know, Jesus Soto Karass is known for walking around without a shirt. Well, tonight he's got a cheap t-shirt on him all night, and it's green and white, and it's called Nico Macias.
Yeah. Soto Karass will go to a fight, and how many pictures do we have of Karass in Vegas where he's with the fans? He's just in his jeans, took the shirt off because he's posing, right? Love that guy. Fans love him because he brings it. You know, Nico only had a few amateur fights. He started when he was 20. And he's just now learning how to eat the right way. Just now learning how to get proper sparring. But you making up for the inexperience by fighting this style.
Oh, big uppercut from Jesus Soto Caras, who follows it up with a two-punch combination. And here they are in this phone booth that these two guys call home. Jesus Soto Caras, he may not be as comfortable as he usually is, but he does relish this type of fights, just not with this type of pressure on him.
Yeah, the battles that he had with Kamegai going back to back. They fought at the Belasco in a club. And they put on a show. And Caras, of course, had the shirt off afterwards in the bar. You see Nico stepping right on Caras' left foot, and Soto can't move.
I mean,
that's a smart move.
He's got veteran moves already. Yeah. And listen to the fans loving Nico. Rise and shine, it's rooster time, says one of the signs. I mean, the fans really love Nico Macias. He's becoming a cult favorite just based on punch output.
Social media loves him. First of all, he does a rooster dance before he's introduced inside the ring. But it's a good round for Soto. If Soto's lungs can maintain, I know they're on fire. It's like when you're running Mount Baldy and you don't know what's going on. You have no oxygen, or Mexico City, right?
Yes, completely.
Right hand from Soto.
Yeah, I mean, Soto's landing some shots here on Nico Macias, but Nico Macias only has one gear, and that's to be right on you all night long.
Right there.
We are bold.
November 24th, the battle lines are drawn.
Two of the most celebrated fighters in the history of combat sports.
Chuck the Iceman Liddell.
Nothing left to prove. I just don't like him.
The Huntington Beach bad boy, Tito Ortiz.
I get redemption and get to knock this guy's mohawk off.
This is War. Liddell versus Ortiz 3, War's End. Streaming live on Fight, November 24th.
We said leave your defense at home. It was leave your defense at home night here at the Fantasy Springs Resort and Casino. And here comes Nico Macias looking to pin Jesus Soto Caras up against the ropes once again. They've only used one half of the ring tonight.
Yeah, they have not gone to the red or in front of us, which is good. Stay away from our corner because that blood is flying. But the instructions from Nico's corner telling him, put punches together, don't square up with him. That's really interesting. They start seeing it. And Soto Caras, look, we can't really tell, but when he does land a punch flush, you see Nico's tail going back. Like his head is moving back.
Yeah, 1,352 punches thrown through the first 4 rounds of this fight. And you were talking about that little rat tail. Well, it's an homage to Costa Zoo and Jorge Maromero Paez. He said, hey, a big shout out to Arturo Gatti and Johnny Tapia, two fighters who are deceased, but he loved their style. Yeah. And he's got that same personality, that, you know, infectious, loving personality.
You know, with Soto Caras, you know, I asked him in the meeting about his first fight, and then he started rattling off his first 15 fights, where they were at, who he fought, how he did it. It just, those guys, those characters in boxing that you love, that's that Los Mochis Sinaloa style. They even said it, like, I don't watch boxing. You're gonna tell me to get a carne asada and invite some friends over to watch boxing? I ain't doing that. Because it's what I do, I fight. I ain't watching it though. See, the pace is slow. Even Soto's hands in his arms, they're like arm punches now.
Oh, nice uppercut there from Jesus Soto Caras, who turns it over once again. He's getting a beat on Nico Macias because his head does not move. Yeah. Nico's there to be hit, and the veteran's finding the spot, but he just can't get enough room to get it off again.
He can't find space. But finally, Soto just puts the hand out. Like, I can't throw a jab. Let me just put it out.
Nice left by Nico Macias. It may not be pretty, But man, you got to respect that Macias can do this.
I'm looking at some
sustain it.
of the comments on social media. Arroyo, this is crazy. I love it. The ace, is this a joke? I mean, this looks movie style where they come out for so many rounds and the crowd after it. But this is real. On each other.
Are you not entertained, Beto?
Oh, I'm all about it. Look, Roberto Diaz, worldwide matchmaker who put this fight together. Oscar De La Hoya, looking across from them, they have smiles on their face.
Let's
Everybody
bell, gentlemen.
in the Fancy Springs right now is just having fun with this.
This is infectious. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Time! Right there. Way to hold up. Good job.
We're halfway
And something
through
just
the
stared
fight.
at him.
All right, let's take a look at the highlights of this. And it doesn't matter, round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's all been the same. It's just Macias coming forward and getting in the face of Jesus Soto Caras.
And they started out white trunks immediately. Soto's back is all red from being against the ropes because Nico's pushing him on there. The onslaught from Nico, the pressure, but Soto's been able to move around, throw some punches, and Nico goes right at him. And he doesn't stop. And you're thinking, okay, eventually they'll slow down. No, I've seen a bunch of Nicolas Macias fights. This is what they are every single round. He does not stop. He trains for this. He'll do conditioning 3 times a day sometimes.
We've seen this movie, and the only question here is, will it end differently than it has every other time before? And here you see the punch records tonight at 154 rounds. That 366 punches combined is impressive. The old record was 280. So they not only beat the record, they obliterated that by 86 punches.
And as Jessica Rosales, our colleague on ESPN Deportes, comes back, you say Nico's corner, they told him, use the uppercut.
Yeah.
Have you thought?
Low blow there from Jesus Soto Caras. Yeah, but what a novel thought.
Yeah.
Switch it up.
Switch it up. Use the uppercut. Don't pull back.
And those are just veteran low blows for Jesus Soto Caras. He's got Thomas Taylor, the third man in the ring,
He's blocked.
on the opposite side, blocked, and just Nico doesn't even react to low blows. I mean, that's crazy.
So Nico Macias, as I said, used to fight in his building when nobody was here. He would sell some tickets, had no promoter, no manager, and then all of a sudden he started making some noise. He fought in Las Vegas, beat an undefeated kid. Like, okay, you know, who is this guy? Is he a novelty act? Then he beat Marvin Cabrera, who
Keep those punches in front. Keep them in front from you, all right? If you're that close to him, you can't get him, all right? Let's go, all right?
All right, there's the first one
Get
for
back.
Thomas
Right?
Taylor.
Yeah, Cabrera
Punching
was
behind the back.
the undefeated Mexican Olympian, and he overwhelmed him right here, and that's where, that was the Golden Boy on Facebook show, where Todd Grisham was like, oh my goodness, losing it on that broadcast.
My good friend Todd sent him a shout out. Shout out to Mike Mascaro, who's the first producer on this show. Producers and the directors who've worked on the show. Will Wright, who's there now.
Birthday boy Will Wright.
That's right. Everybody who's put in so much work. And, I mean, these guys finally had a lull, and I'm going to say a lull in air quotes because they're still throwing punches, man. There you see Soto Caras kind of just, it's just pity patter here, but, I mean, it's man pit patter. It's not just, you know.
Hey, but when you lean on somebody that much, that body weight starts grinding you. And you look, Soto lands, Nico's head goes back again.
Wow, Soto Caras is out throwing Nico Macias, who's now Soto Caras is at over 1,000 punches thrown in this fight. This is ridiculous.
Wait, hold on, that's Photoshop. Put that graphic up again. Are you serious?
The numbers don't lie, Beto.
In the 6th round?
That's almost 2,000 punches combined through 6 rounds.
We should just leave the bug in the corner like they do with the counter. The counter, right? My goodness. Great job with the graphics crew getting those numbers up.
We're officially at over 1,900 punches, and we're not even done with the 6th round. There's still 10 seconds left.
It's too much math.
I hope you guys are entertained.
Listen for the bell, gentlemen.
This is madness here at the Fantasy Springs
so much
Resort
fun.
Casino.
Time right there. Listen up, listen up.
The New York Giants unleash Saquon Barkley and Odell Beckham Jr. as they battle the 49ers by the Bay. Monday Night Football, Giants-Niners, Monday at 8:15 on ESPN.
These tires are dead.
Costco's.
World Championship five times.
Up there with the Godfather.
Show you're a champion, you gotta pull it out. You hear me? Don't let these hands go. Get that second win.
Nico Macias' father, Al Macias, saying, hey, you wanted a good fight? Well, you got it. The rounds are close. You got to throw more punches. You got to catch your second win. He said that after the second round, and he's saying that after the sixth round. We talked about these two fighters being punching machines. I mean, they're windmills, and they just keep throwing.
You know what I like? At the end of the round, Nico will look at Soto Karass with a smile, like, yeah, like respect, right? Karass just gives him that stare, like, quítate de aquí, like, just get out of here. Like, when your mom and dad are telling you to get out of here, that's that look from Soto Karass, like dude, stop.
Instead of the rooster, he should be the tick, because he's just on him. He just, there's no let-up in Nico Macias. But you know what? Tonight, he's in against a guy who also has no let-up in Jesus Soto Karass. Let's listen to the crowd just enjoying this.
Yep. And there's a corner of Soto Karass family where they haven't sat down. And the opposite side, you have Macias fans who haven't sat down here at the Vanity Springs. And look, is Nico Macias a skilled boxer? No. Is he fun to watch? Yes. Is Soto Karass past his prime? Yes. Is he fun to match up against Nico Macias? It's the perfect matchup for here to give you a fan-friendly fight.
Oh, nice right hand from Jesus Soto Karass. There you see a right from Nico Macias. Guess what? It's time to count punches, and here we are at over 2,000 punches already, basically over 1,200 punches already here in our main event. Jesus Soto Karass and Nico Macias about to go over the 1,000 mark as well.
Come on, Nico, step it up. Let's go. Get to 1,000 already.
There it is.
All right, thank you.
Wow, this is... I've never called anything like this, man. This is
just
crazy.
keep the pictures up. Like, we both take pictures of the ground. Everybody does. But here's the thing, though. As tight as they are, they're not holding, they're not grabbing, and there's nothing where you're like, get away from each other. You're in the phone booth. I mean, nobody knows what a phone booth is anymore, but you're there, and you're tight, and you're trying to move something. Soto Karass, the conditioning that he did coming into this fight, you got to give him a lot of credit. I thought maybe in the later rounds, he would have been done at the age of 37, the amount of ring wear that he has, but he's looking like he's trying to box this kid. If he can just find a way to get some separation, he can do something, and I don't envy the judges tonight.
I mean, he said, I made my debut with a first-round knockout. I want to go out on top against Nico Macias. His last win was against Andre Berto. That was a long time ago for Jesus Soto Karass. He wants to get one again. That was in 2013. He hasn't won in his last 6 fights. He wants to change that tonight. And I don't envy the judges this evening. But round 7's in the books.
Time right there.
The playoff push is on Saturday night.
We are bold.
Yeah.
This is the Henderson corner cam of Jesus Soto Caras. Hey, he's got nothing left. Go get him. You can do this. He's tired. That was Yuquita Morales trying to get the inspiration, but look at Nico's just waiting to get all the way across and start this all over again. Look at the face of Jesus Soto Caras. This is a guy, they've combined for over 2,200 punches. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, Jessica Rosales again from Deportes telling us that Soto Caras and Yuka, the trainer, were telling Tom Taylor they don't to watch that Nico's resting his head on Soto's head. They said they want to be careful that there's no headbutt there. So that's the thing they're concerned in the corner of Soto Caras. But it's funny hearing the corner of Soto Caras in commercial because the amount of Spanish instruction slash bad words slash motivation, it is hilarious. It sounds like your tios after the quinceañera telling you like, ya agárralo.
Nico is what the crowd is yelling here, and finally, in round 8, things are starting to settle down, and this may help Jesus Soto Caras because there's finally a little bit of space. Although Macias is on him physically, the punch output is starting to decrease slightly. All right. Ooh, he's trying to create some space, pushing him off with the left hand and punishing or trying to punch with that right hand is Jesus Soto Caras. But here's Nico Macias. Here's your favorite graphic. Take care of this one, please.
Are you serious? That doesn't even look real. That's awesome, though.
Right, over 1,400 punches so far, approaching 2,500 punches thrown.
How do you not get that sponsored by like a math center or something?
Wow, this is ridiculous.
But Soto's trying to land something big. I mean, he doesn't have the energy for it. He can't load up on it. But if that there,
the body shots. Good work here in round number 8 for Jesus Soto Caras. There's a nice right hand from the Mexican fighter. Nico Macias said, it's going to be Mexican style, but I have to be smart Mexican style. I don't think that exists in his vocabulary.
No.
There we are, over 2,500 punches now. This is crazy. That's averaging 300 punches per round, Beto.
I know you're talking to me, Bernie. I'm watching this right in front of us, and I'm shaking my head like, this is cool.
That's good body work from Jesus Soto Caras. That's the one way he's going low, but the referee can't see it when he goes low. He's such a wily veteran.
We can see it on our angle, but Tom Taylor can't.
Listen for the bell, gentlemen.
Cheers. Look at Soto Caras. He's so happy that Rooster comes over to him. All he has to do is take 2 steps back and sit down on his bench.
Yeah, that 1 minute seems like, what, 2 seconds probably?
Moving your hands enough. You got to move those hands. You got to start touching them and banging. You hear me? Yep. Come on, please, dude. You got to dig down deep. You got 2 more rounds.
Coming up, guys.
Yep. Round 9, son. Deep breath. Come on. Deep breath. How come you can't get that second win, baby? Let's go. Huh? All right, let's go, baby. Let's go.
Look, the blood is there. Macias' corner is telling him to get that second win, but Caras is landing those shots. And Caras at 37, the amount of fights that he's had, 28, 13, and 4. He's been fighting for so long. Nico was 10 years old when he started fighting. And look, when you go out, when you say it's your last fight, you're thinking, all right, something easy, right? Soto Caras, Twitter is pointing out right now, BoxRec Gray is like, Soto Caras has rope burn on his back.
Nico, gotta watch that head.
Like, yeah, you know my face is gonna be covered up, but look at right in front of us, Bernie. Soto's back is all red.
Yeah, so's his face, so's Nico Macias. I mean, 2,661 combined punches thrown through 8 rounds. The record for a total fight in 1993 was 3,020 by Ray Oliveira against Zach Padilla. We've got 2 more rounds. They've averaged 300 punches per round. And that Padilla fight was a 12-rounder.
Look, there are a lot of punches being thrown, and we're throwing the graphics out there. But at the end of the day, how many of these shots where they're being thrown are the big power shots? How many of them could do something where they're hurting the opponent? You're looking at it right now, and yeah, they're both gonna be tired. They're both gonna be just worn out the next couple rounds. But who can right now land a bigger shot to separate himself from his opponent? Nico's corner's urging him to. They've been telling him to throw that uppercut. Soto's trying to, but he can't get enough space to do it. And Tom Taylor doing a great job in the corner as the referee, because he's just sitting back and watching, because these guys are policing themselves. It's like when they need a breather, they're like, okay, let's push each other.
Ooh, nice left hook there from Jesus Soto Caraz, and that gives him a reprieve of not having the body of Nico Macias on top of him. But here comes the punches of Nico Macias right on top of Jesus Soto Caraz, who once again goes low. Referee can't see it, but the good news is we've got him right in front of us for the first time all fight.
It's the first time they've been over here.
Let's take a picture.
All right, let's take a picture, Bernie.
Because it's all been every other corner except this one. So Nico Macias and Jesus Soto Caraz just doing what they've been doing for the first 8 rounds of this fight. The rope burn on Jesus Soto Caraz says it all. He's going to end up with a Golden Boy tattoo on his back without even knowing it.
Like when B-Hop had that gambling tattoo on his back?
But it's going to be a welt just for the ropes, man.
Look, the only corner they haven't fought in is the red corner of Nico Macias. That's the only one.
Nice shot there from Jesus Soto Caraz. Big round for the veteran Mexican fighter who needs a win desperately to end his career on top. And after tonight, he's going to say, I don't want to ever step back in the ring.
Why would you?
We're at 1,936 punches through the first 9 rounds. The record is 30-20. We're going to get there.
Good job, good job.
Blood all over our notes. Go to the other corner, guys.
Have a seat, says Yuquita Morales to Jesus Soto Caraz.
Look at Tom Taylor looking at him like, wow.
This is the last round. Come on. Drink, get some air. Breathe in.
Agua, agua.
Give him water. Come on.
Nico, you got to go balls out this round. You hear me? You want to win this fight? Hey, you got to go, jab your way in and start working. Let those hands go, okay? Hey, get down low and land something hard. He'll drop. He's exhausted just like you. Come on, Nico. You can do this. How you feel? Deep breath, deep breath. Don't let him outwork this. You can win this fight. You want to win this fight? You're going to have to do it. It's a great fight, but it's close. You got to win this round, Nico.
We're only 12 punches away from the record. We're at 3,008 punches landed. Should we even count when they touch gloves? Because this record is going down tonight in only 10 rounds. The Oliveira fight in 2003, that was a 12-round fight. Here we go, Soto Caraz trying to be explosive, landing to the head of the Rooster, Nico Macias, here in round number 10. This is grueling work.
Soto's been trying to land a big shot the last few rounds. Does he have enough? Because his legs are gassed. They're on fire. He's standing on his toes as Soto, but he can't do anything to sit down and try to land that big shot. It's all arm shots from Soto Caraz.
The numbers keep tallying up, and I mean, the numbers that I don't even know what they're going to look like are going to be the judges' scorecards. How do you judge this fight?
And most of this fight has been in this corner where the one judge is directly across from it, one judge is being blocked, and the other judge is across. Very interesting. Like, what do you favor?
And this is a big round for Jesus Soto Caraz. He's landing looping shots. He lands a nice uppercut right up the middle. But Nico Macias is right there trying to soften up the body. Is Jesus Soto Caras, as we have gone over 3,100 punches here in 10 rounds. That's over 310 punches a round average, and we're not even done here.
Yeah, and Nico, look, we're in the 10th round. How many times did he go to the body with punches?
Not enough.
To go, especially against a 37-year-old where you know his lungs are burning. Did he ever try that? What was the game plan for Macias? Because Soto's had the plan. I'm going to try to box and get this kid.
Oh, there you see the hooks from Jesus Soto Caras, and Nico Macias doing everything he can to not allow full extension from Jesus Soto Caras, who there gets 3/4 of a punch out. And here's a punch that's landed. We're almost approaching 1,000 punches landed here. It's ridiculous amounts. I mean, I've never seen anything like this. There's Macias lands a nice right hand that rocks Jesus Soto Caras. The crowd is into it here at the Fantasy Springs Resort and Casino. There it is. We're at 1,000 punches landed this fight, and it is ridiculous. 1,100 punches right on the dot.
Listen for the bell,
Enjoy
guys.
the rest.
Time!
I mean, you talk about going out your way. Jesus Soto Caras being raised in the arms of his team, because tonight at 37 years old, he gave it his all. 37 years old, he gave it his all against a 27-year-old young buck who also is making a lot of noise in professional boxing. His name is the Rooster, Nico Macias, and he just wants to give love and props to Jesus Soto Caras in the center of the ring, and that's the sportsmanship. Look at the face, the right side of Jesus Soto Caras' face. It's impressive how many left hands he took to the right side of the face, and Jesus Soto Caras, he's not going to want to do this again. I'm pretty sure of that. This was a fight that whatever he had left in him was taken out of him by Nico Macias, but boy, what a great fight he gave to you, the fans. And let's take a look at what we saw tonight, because round one, this is how it started and this is how it went. Nico Macias racing across the ring to take Soto Caras and pinning him against that corner, against the ropes. And there you see the rope burn already in round number 3. Jesus Soto Caras just could not get out of the clutches of the Rooster, who was on top of him, who would not relent. And that's his name, El Renuente, the relentless one. But tonight, it was the Rooster who was relentless on Jesus Soto Caras, who would not give an inch either. He was in there, and he closed out strong. He landed the better punches down the stretch in round number 9 and number 10 when things got crazy, because when we look at the total punch output, these guys are beyond record-breaking. These guys were incredible this evening. Let's take a look at just how ridiculous these numbers are. In terms of combined punches, 3,353. The amount landed, over 1,100 this evening. It was off the books, off the chains, and both of those are new records. The fans right here at the Fantasy Springs Resort and Casino are giving them their final swan song. Tito Ortiz, he said, I've never seen anything like that when he was commentating with us earlier. And there you see Jesus Soto Caras and the Rooster, Nico Macias. Nothing but respect between these two great warriors. I don't know how far Nico Macias can take this, but it's fun to watch. Let's send it out to Joe Martinez for the official decision.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds, and a record 3,353 punches thrown. We go to the judges' scorecards. And here are the totals, ladies and gentlemen. Carla Kais has it 95-95 even. Judge Rudy Barragan 97-93. Pat Russell 96-94. Your winner by majority decision, Renuente Jesus Soto Caras.
Jesus Soto Caras had not won a professional fight since he beat Andre Berto. He was 0-5-1 in that span. He said, tonight is it for me, and he finally gets his first win in a war, his first victory since July of 2013. All right, Beto